Greetings, salutations. Sorry the video hasn't been up sooner. I've been meaning to make a video the last couple of nights. I've been working, but just haven't in me. I am dragging. For the knee update, for those of you wondering, last week, let's see, probably 9-10 days ago, it really stopped bothering me. I was stopped taking some pain relievers and was doing real good. Over the weekend, I bashed my big toe on the same leg, not once, but twice within a 10-minute span, and didn't give really much thought. And then Sunday night at work, it started to bother me, and I'm now Wednesday night, by the way, well into Thursday morning. Last night at work, it was killing me. I've broken my foot before, and I gotta tell you, this felt like something was broke. What I think happened was the big toe got jammed right up into the knuckle, and I think I hurt it basically. Today it's not so bad. I stayed in bed most of the day just to take my weight off it, and it seems to be doing much better. Like I said, the knee was doing good, but once the toe started going, I was compensating. It kind of bothered the knee a little bit, but the knee still feels pretty good. So I think I'm going to be okay with that, and hopefully the toe is all healed up as well here within the next day or two. Today, which is Thursday now, it's my mom's birthday, so I'm going out to lunch with the folks. As for the weight loss, the last week hasn't been that great on eating healthier food. I'll get back onto it. I'm still hoping to hit the 50 pounds by my birthday, but I really, after my mom's birthday, I got to get back into it. So hopefully I can do that. Had a meeting for the gate committee this week. Went up. That was all right. Still working on getting the new guy in to replace the girl that just doesn't seem to be getting the job done. So I got to work on that. I just, a lot of little stuff going on, but the toe thing, geez, gotta tell you, just when that leg was feeling better, I ended up doing that. It drives me nuts. And then, more concerning than all that, some of my longtime subscribers remember I used to suffer from pretty good migraines. About a year and a half ago, I had a fall. I fell out down the steps into the driveway. I didn't hit my head, but I jarred myself pretty good. I had a migraine that night, and after that, I hadn't had any migraines. I'm thinking, well, originally when I fell many years ago in the driveway, I landed on my neck when I slipped in the ice and fell. I didn't even land on my shoulders. It was all neck. I had a very bad case of whiplash. After that's when the migraines started. At first, here, there, a little bit. But as the years went by, they got more often and they got more intense. Just before I had the fall a year and a half ago, the last migraine I had was bad. It was about an 8.5. And I literally gave myself 30 minutes after I took some migraine pills. If it didn't get any better, I was going to go to the hospital because it was such intense pain. I mean, I can't even put into words how bad it was. But 30 minutes later, it knocked down to about a 7, and I could at least live with that. If anybody ever suffers with migraines, believe me, there's the scale of 1 to 10 on headaches, and then 1 to 10 on migraines, totally different. I'm good till about 8.5. And then even my pain threshold is at its limits. And I mean, breathing is hard. You can hear the blood in the air pumping through your ears. Light, noise, just the slightest movement. I mean, nausea is just horrible having migraines. But I hadn't had one for a year and a half. I figured, the fall must have tweaked my neck or something. And whatever had been from the whiplash, the jar from falling must have solved the problem. I wasn't looking to gift horse in the mouth. I was just happy not to have the migraines anymore. Well, yesterday, I woke up from a nap, and I could feel one coming on. And it was a little disconcerting because I hadn't had one in a while. I don't know what I've done, if I've slept wrong, or did I twist my neck just right, and now I'm going to have that as a problem? I have not missed not having migraines. It is a horrible experience that I would not wish upon my worst enemy. It cripples you. Literally, you just can't do anything. Thinking becomes an issue. And I'm not even kidding when I tell you, you can't think because the pain is in your head and it's just intense, excruciating pain. I kind of felt like it was coming on, and I was a little surprised. And it still kind of feels like it's back there a little bit, but not as bad. I don't have a migraine. I don't even have a headache, but I can kind of feel like something's back there, and that's not good. I'm hoping that's not going to be something that comes back. We'll have to see. Other than that, it's been the same old, same old. Just working a lot. I'm trying to figure out what to do different to bring in some more money. Not that this job isn't paying me fairly well, but I really would like to have something else bringing in income. It doesn't have to be a huge amount. And one of the things I've always thought about was gunsmithing or locksmithing. Gunsmithing might be kind of good, but the gun part of it, there's a lot of legal ramifications for that can be problematic. Not that I would have any problem legally, but I just mean it's hard. I'm just not sure that's the way I want to go. Locksmithing, on the other hand, has always been something I was interested in. And I've been interested in locksmithing since I was like 21, 22. I never got into it. Now there's so many good classes that you can do online, and the prices have come down that I'm kind of thinking I might like to do that. Problem is once you get your education, which can take 2 to 6 months depending on how you do the course, you really need to get in somewhere, and locksmithing is not the biggest thing in the world. But when I looked into what locksmithing gets in my local area close to Tampa, the average price is about $45,000 a year. That's pretty good money for being a locksmith. And depending on which fields you go into, if you go into regular residential, business, or if you get into the automotive field, as you know, most cars now have chips in their keys. It's not like it used to be. There's some good money in it, and it's a good startup business for somebody. So I'm kind of thinking about that. I could transfer into that as I go along, kind of start off slow, maybe get in somewhere, get a little training, get a little on-hands experience, and then eventually move into doing it full time. The reason I say that is, well, I love security. I'm just not digging the whole having to work every single day that you're scheduled for. I want to have more of an open schedule. For those of you who may not know, my birthday is next month. That'd be 46. I am hoping to have most of my debt, if not all of it, paid off by my 50th birthday. At that time, I want to decide what I'm going to do after that. I don't want to be doing a 40-hour work week after I'm 50. And in order to do that, you need to have no debt, obviously. And then you can do what you want, which is what I want to do. I work with guys who are in their 70s, and they have to work to make the bills paid. And I don't want to do that. I don't want that to be what I'm doing when I'm 70. The ideal thing about locksmithing is it's also something you can do anywhere you go. There are some states you got to have a license for, but Florida is not one of them. And it's something that you can take with you. Most of the stuff will fit into a small case. Most of the tools you need anyway. So I think that kind of lends into my abilities to be more mobile and see the country, which is another thing I would really like to do. I would love to see more of the country. So I want to travel. I need to have something I can do to make money. Now, security, I can certainly pick up a security job here or there along the way because I got experience in that as well. So I'm trying to give myself enough stuff that I could find work and still travel and enjoy what I'm doing. So those are some goals I got for myself. I really think they're doable, but I really kind of have to get into it if I'm going to do it, so I can get enough experience. So by the time I'm 50, I can have that business up and going. I still think gunsmithing might be interesting, but that's a much more in-depth kind of training and schooling. Locksmithing's not too bad. Anywhere, like I said, from 2 to 6 months, depending on which courses, who you get it from. And, after that, about a year's worth of, apprenticeship training somewhere, you're gonna get some good experience and should be good to go. And that would get me to about 47-ish. So I'd have 3 years to kind of get the side of it working for me to make enough money for the income while using this job to help pay off the debt that I have now. I don't have a huge amount of debt, but I got some, just like everybody. Biggest expense being my car. But you know, you got to have a car back and forth transportation. That's just part of the thing. But I'd like to get it all paid off, and then at 50, that's when I want to make the change in my life where I'm doing what I want to do when I want to do it. And hopefully I can. So that's about a little catch up with what's going on with me. Like I said, I'm looking into that, looking in for some kind of schooling that I can do online on my own time, and also looking to, you know, pay some debt off and just kind of keep on keeping on. So anyway, I apologize for not getting the video up. Like I said, I had planned to, but then, you know, got that toe problem there, and been a busy week, and of course there seems like there's always something going on at work, which is another thing. You know, I mean, I like a good challenge and I enjoy doing this, but I don't want to be doing this kind of work 40 hours a week when I'm 75 like the guys I work with, because the guys at work were telling me, you know, they're like, you know, you're young enough now, plan ahead, put money aside, do something else, don't be like us. And they got valid points. I mean, nobody wants to be working when you're in your 70s. A lot of us have to nowadays because they're just, no, retirement is a thing of the past, in my opinion. But if you can find something that you like to do and keep your costs down, then you ain't got to work all the time. You work when you need to work. And that's kind of where I'm going with it. We'll see if it all pans out. I mean, you know, you make the best life choices you can at the moment you're in, and what happens, happens. So, all right, everyone, on far too long. You guys have a great rest of the week. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.